Daryl, long time no see.
No, Paul.
What's up? I used to buddy around together, play football.
I'll take you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Camargo, and this is a thematic unit on the S.E. Hinton book, The Outsiders. To provide some background of the story, the book focuses on a main character named Ponyboy Curtis, as well as his brothers and friends who live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The book provides a unique coming-of-age perspective from Ponyboy, but largely discusses social groups and status, the importance of friends and family, and the value of bravery. There are two main objectives from this unit. First, students will take the S.E. Hinton story, The Outsiders, and identify characters, themes, and then create an analysis of the story. The purpose of this objective is to apply meaning derived from the story to the lives of students reading Hinton's work. Second, students will demonstrate their understanding of the story with a variety of multimedia projects that focus on their individual learning intelligences and address objectives from the unit. The projects created in this unit will then culminate in a larger group project where students will collectively build a web page to display their works. For both these objectives in the unit, students will demonstrate their connection to literature while simultaneously integrating technology to demonstrate their overall understanding of the author's work. The concepts and themes expressed throughout the book address the California content standards that students will learn throughout their work in the unit. The lessons created are standards-based and focus primarily on the 7th grade English Language Arts Content Standard 3.0, Literary Response and Analysis. Though there are other standards addressed throughout the lessons, which focus on writing and speaking, the nature of the book lends itself to literary response and analysis. The unit also focuses on a variety of standards from the International Society for Technology and Education, otherwise known as NETS. The ISTE standards addressed in this unit further develop student creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and other technological concepts that students will take with them in future endeavors. As previously stated, the lessons created in this unit address the Howard Gardner multiple intelligences theory. Howard Gardner stated that there are 8 basic intelligences that occur in education. This unit allows learners to work in specifically created lessons that address each of the different MIs. By allowing students to work in their own MI, it then enables them to further connect with the unit and meet the objectives created throughout. The unit also addresses Benjamin Bloom's taxonomy. The Bloom taxonomy states there are different learning objectives throughout education. Simply stated, students go from a basic level of understanding by remembering and eventually reach a point where they are able to evaluate and create new material from the lessons they have learned. This unit allows students to create new meaning from the projects that students will create throughout their work. Furthermore, to help learners throughout the unit, I'll provide a series of rubrics for assessment. This will allow students to understand the needs they will have to meet in their projects while also providing objective guidelines for my grading. Throughout the unit, students will work with a variety of tools, both in the classroom and online. Each lesson allows students to have hands-on experience working with either a program or an actual piece of technology. In terms of programs, students will use Microsoft Office, focusing largely on Word and PowerPoint. Students also have the opportunity to work with Keynote and Pages through Apple, therefore giving them a use in different operating systems. Students will also use GarageBand, Audacity, Promethean Technology, Blogger, Flickr, YouTube, Wikispaces, Google Groups, iTunes, and a variety of other programs. Students will also actively search out sites to benefit their learning and will also be able to work with classroom laptops, projectors, cameras, recording equipment, and various digital assessment tools such as the Promethean ActiveMode through this unit. One of the overarching objectives of this unit is to provide students with the opportunity to work with technology that they may later use in various professions. To meet this goal, students will be assigned to working groups where they will build a website using Google Sites. The purpose of these websites is to house all the material that students will create in various other parts of the unit, which apply to different MIs. Through the use of such group interaction, this allows my interpersonal learners to be active and engaged in a variety of group work. The end result of the construction of the website will culminate in group presentations. For my verbal and linguistic learners, I want to make sure they found meaning in the words that S.E. Hinton chose while writing the story. While only being 15 years of age at the time while writing The Outsiders, her strong sense of character is seen through her deliberate word choices and phrases. Therefore, verbal and linguistic students will work with Microsoft Word to create vocabulary flashcards, create word games online for study tools, assist in creating lyrics for songs, and create a podcast to analyze the book. A major part of the story is the idea of surviving, both emotionally and literally. To ensure that my naturalist learners are engaged in the lesson, the unit will also focus on survival tips, techniques, and strategies. To do this, students will create blog entries that summarize important survival guidelines. They will research topics on fire safety using a variety of web tools, write letters of advice via email, and construct a brochure using Microsoft Word which documents the safety resources they have gained throughout the unit. To help visual learners in this unit, they will have a strong visual resource from the film adaptation of The Outsiders. In this unit, visual learners will also use cameras to work on several projects. With these tools, they will create a photo journal they will upload to Flickr and discuss with the class. The focus of these photographs will center on the idea of defining characters by their individual look. Students will attempt to recreate scenes from the book using photographs. To help these learners get a better understanding of the types of photography they will recreate, they will use various online sources such as Google Images to observe ideas of research and socials. Personal students will easily identify with the majority of concepts in the book due to the reflective nature found in the character Pennypoint. To allow for further involvement in this unit, interpersonal learners will create character profiles using Microsoft Office, work with the classroom laptops to create blog entries via Blogger, and eventually create a PowerPoint that focuses on characters, groups, or concepts from the story. In this unit, logical learners will work on using a wiki to detail information from the book. The focus of these wikis will map out the overall plot of the book, discuss character analysis, and detail important quotes, events, or concepts discussed in class. Logical learners will use their knowledge from the book and begin researching the differences between social classes and other places. Students will then use this information to create an essay, develop a PowerPoint to present their findings, and ultimately create a podcast that debates the role of social classes. Bodily kinesthetic students learn best when they are provided the opportunity to use their body. Therefore, kinesthetic learners will take part in recreating a dramatization of scenes from the book. During these sessions, students will write, film, edit, and produce their own scenes. The overall purpose of these scenes is to better explain various themes, ideas, and conflicts discussed throughout the book. Kinesthetic learners will further demonstrate their overall understanding by helping to produce a new scene that is originally created and can add more to the book that may not already be there. Music is an important character within the story, often providing background information for each social group. Musical learners will have an opportunity to work with music using iTunes, YouTube, and various MP3 devices such as the iPod. Students will also use recording tools such as GarageBand to record their own original songs. Through the use of these tools, students will be able to better evaluate characters and also create connections to their reading. In terms of my work throughout EDUC 522, I feel that I've grown tremendously as an educator. I know that addressing student need goes beyond thinking about how it can impact a child, but actively working on each type of intelligence to do so. I know that times it can be easy to rely upon what I know and feel comfortable with, but progress comes for all students when strengths are addressed. Furthermore, the course has taught me the need for a seamless implementation of technology. In order for technology to be a valid tool in the classroom, I'll need to create lessons where the focus is never about the flair of technology, but the value it helps bring out in student learning.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.